Hi everyone! Thank you so much for joining me today. It is your girl Destiny, and I really appreciate you joining me for another fantastic video. I hope that you're doing well today, and let's just get right into it. So, for the topic of today's video, I actually just wanted to talk to you guys about how to manifest. And I know most of you already know what manifesting means, and I'll just give you a description from my own personal understanding. Manifesting is taking action to bring the desires that you have in your mind or in your heart and making them come to life. So it's the ability to take the desires and the thoughts and the feelings that you have about a certain reality, a certain item, anything that you can think of, and bringing it from your mind, from this reality, to the third dimensional reality. So, the first way, I'm going to give you about, let me see. I'm going to give you about 9 methods that I personally use to manifest. And I think that from my own studies, these are the best forms of manifestation that you can use. The first one is going to be, affirmations, right? So affirmations are basically words that you use, words that you say to yourself every single day, that you use to bring about your reality, your desired reality, right? So I usually say my affirmations looking in the mirror, which is how you're supposed to do it, because when you look at yourself in the mirror and you say these things to yourself, it might feel uncomfortable at first. Like a good example is when I had really bad acne, when I had cystic acne, I always used to tell myself, like, I have really clear skin. My skin is so beautiful. My skin is glowing. And you guys can actually tell from my first few videos that I was having like a lot of breakouts. And I am going to make another video just talking about my acne journey. But what I will say is saying affirmations every day did not just magically make my acne go away. But however, it did attract certain situations into my life that allowed me to actually help my acne to heal. For example, I've struggled with acne for about 10 years, 10 plus years, just since I hit puberty basically. And I'm like 24 now, so you can only imagine it's been like a really long time. And I never actually used to have bad skin when I was younger, but as soon as I hit puberty and my hormones just started getting into my body and my body started changing, so did my skin. And saying affirmations to myself in the mirror every single day, obviously at first sounded very ridiculous to myself, just because I felt like I was goofy. You know what I mean? Like I'm looking in the mirror, I have like 5 pimples on my face. I have like cysts in my jaw, and I'm telling myself that, oh yeah, my skin is so clear and my skin is glowing and my skin is so beautiful. But fast forward to now, almost 2 years later, I actually went on a journey. I started seeing a dermatologist. I started like getting connected and being on the path of things that actually help me to get my clear skin. So I don't want you guys to get hung up over the how these things are going to manifest, because when you're manifesting, you never want to cling to the idea of, okay, I want to manifest making $2,000, and then you cling to like, okay, if I sell this and that and then I'm going to make $2,000. As long as you desire it and you just feel it in your heart and you manifest it, it will come to you. But you shouldn't be hung up on the how of the situation. So when I was back in like 2019, but back in like 2019, 2020, when COVID started, I was hella depressed. I was really broke. Okay, I was so broke. I had no job. I was like, I had no job. I had no money. I couldn't even pay to get my hair done, to get my nails done, none of that. I used to like do my own hair, braid my own hair, DIY shit, because I was so broke. I literally could not afford to do any of that. And then I started saying affirmations that healed me. You know, affirmations like, I'm doing so well. I can provide for myself. I can provide for my family. And almost 2 years later, I can literally tell you that from the time I started working, because I started working really young. I started working when I was like 18. From the time that I started working to where I am now in my career, to like maybe like what this is probably like my fifth or sixth job. my income has increased by more than like 4 times. I make like 4 to 5 times what I used to make back when I was working in 2018, 2019, in 2021, in 2022, in 2023, and it's in 2024 now. So trust me, affirmations work. I have different types of affirmations. I have affirmations to grow my hair. I have affirmations for protection. I have affirmations for beauty. I have affirmations for my career, for wealth, for prosperity. And I'll make an affirmations video for you guys where I'll basically give you guys all of my different affirmation videos and you can listen to them every day. And trust me, affirmations work because not only are they physical, but they're also mental. So what you're doing is you're changing your self-concept, which is another manifestation that I'm going to talk about just now. You're changing your self-concept to whatever you see in the mirror now to what you feel in your heart and what you know you are. That's what you're bringing out into the 3D. Don't think about your current environment. Think about where you want to be and who you are in that moment, and think and feel those things. And when you say your affirmations, don't just say them to yourself. Feel them. When you say, I am wealthy, you have to really feel wealthy and feel all of those things that you feel would make you wealthy. Okay, I'm gonna get into that actually, because that's one of our other manifestation methods. But you get the point. Affirmations are really good for you and they're really healthy for you because you're literally reprogramming your mind to think a certain way. And when you think a certain way, you're naturally gonna be on that frequency of meeting those things in your natural life and in your natural reality. And they will come to you. Those opportunities will come to you. It will take time and it needs dedication and it needs consistency and an incredible amount of focus. But trust me, it will really pay off. Now, the next thing that I want to talk to you guys about, the next manifestation number 2, would be the letter method. So what you're basically going to do is you're going to get a journal or you're going to get a piece of paper and you're going to write a date that's in the future. Like today is the 7th of... No, today is not the 7th. Today is the 6th of July, right? Today is the 6th of July in 2024. You're going to write a letter dated to the 6th of July in 2025, right? And you're going to write about things that you want to manifest. And you're going to write about them as if you already have them, right? So you're going to write in the present tense and you're going to feel so much gratitude and feel exactly how you would feel when you have these things, when you're writing it, okay? So you're going to get a piece of paper and you're going to write down, thank you so much to God, to the universe, to my angels, to my ancestors, whoever you want to thank, right? Yourself, and be like, thank you so much. I am so appreciative. I love that I am making $1,000 a month, $2,000 a month, $5,000 a month. You have to be really specific about what you want. Don't get hung up on how it's going to come to you. Just write what you want and say, I'm so grateful that I have this $1,000. Now I'm able to take care of my medical health expenses. Now I'm able to see the dermatologist and get clear skin. Now I'm so grateful that I have a driver's license. I'm so grateful that I'm on vacation right now in Zanzibar and I paid for everything. I'm at an all-inclusive hotel with, I'm drinking champagne. I have a nice room with a balcony and a view of the ocean, and really feel what you want and feel that you're there in that space. And then you're going to fold that letter up. Well, you don't actually have to fold it up. You can actually leave it in your journal if you like to. I kind of do it differently. I do it differently for different things, but I definitely have a lot of letters in my journal. And when I tell you that it works, trust me. When I was broke, I always used to talk about how much money I wanted to make per month and how much money I wanted to save, because I'm really big on saving, and how much money I wanted to see in my bank account, right? And the great thing about these things is that you forget about it. Like when you write it down, you forget about it, but it's in your subconscious mind because you've written it down and your brain has recorded it. And your brain actually, fun fact, your brain actually can't tell between what's real and what's not. And a good example of that is when you're watching horror movies and you know something bad is about to happen, you get really freaked out, right? And you get really like anxious. It's almost like this anxiety that you feel about something that's going to happen, but movies are not real. People are those people are just acting, and they're in a studio and they have a whole like set where they're shooting this, but your mind doesn't know that. That is how strong the power of the mind is. So that is how strong the power of the mind is. So when you write this letter down, you can leave it in your journal. I do that, and it's so beautiful to actually remember that. And you usually remember it when you manifest these things, because I always forget about this. And then when I actually started making 3 to 4 to 5 times what I used to make, I remembered that I wrote about the exact amount of the income that I'm receiving right now. That's how strong this manifestation method is. I'm telling y'all, okay? If whenever you use this method and it works, whenever you remember that, just drop a comment down below and say, you know what, girl, I manifested da 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 da, and it happened for me. And it does take time. I'm not gonna lie. It's not an instant thing where you write something down today and it's gonna come through next week. You have to be patient, and you just kind of have to trust the process and know that it will come to you in due time and when it's the right time. And then the letter method leads me into my third manifestation method, which is the pillow method. So the pillow method is where you write that letter down, where you're manifesting everything that you want, and you're writing it in the present tense, and then you fold that piece of paper up, and then you put it inside your pillow, right? Inside your pillowcase. You just keep it there. You don't have to do anything special to it. Well, actually, I like to sprinkle a little bit of cinnamon on there, just because cinnamon is an herb that is associated with abundance and bringing abundance and prosperity into your life. And I think cinnamon is also associated with the planet Jupiter. I'll have to double check that and confirm. I'll put that in the description box. But it is linked with Jupiter, and Jupiter is the planet of abundance because Jupiter is like the biggest planet in our solar system, right? So because it has a huge magnetic field, it attracts a whole lot of things within our solar system, basically. So you can sprinkle a little bit of cinnamon on that piece of paper, fold it up, and put it underneath your pillow, and just forget about it. Trust me, whatever you want will come to you at the divine timing, at the right time. The next method that I want to talk to you guys about is sigils. So sigils are oh my god. Sigils are like symbols that you create from the words of things that you want to manifest. I'll have to make a specific videos just on how to make sigils so that you guys understand what I'm talking about. But sigils are basically when you create symbols out of sentences or letters or words. You basically write a sentence down of something that you desire to have, and then you break it down by removing all of the letters. Like, let's say you want to manifest a Jeep, and you say, I want to manifest a Jeep, right? You're gonna cross out all the letters that are repetitive in that sentence. So cross out all the E's, cross out all the repetitive letters, and then the letters that you're left with, you use them and you combine them to draw a sigil, like a symbol together. And you can do anything with your sigil. You can put it under your pillow, or you can you can put it you can make a pack of ice, right? You can put water in a plastic bag and put your sigil in there and freeze it in your deep freezer and keep it there. You can also bury it if you would like to do that. Yeah, basically. And I'll get into that deeper. I'll make like a proper video about sigils. But the next method that I want to talk to you guys about is speaking into your water. So water is one of the like oldest organisms on the planet, right? And water stores a lot of memory. That's why your brain has a lot of water, right? Your brain has a lot of water, and it basically keeps all your memory, and it conducts electricity and all that jazz, right? All that fun stuff. I'll also make a video about water and we'll get in depth about that. But for now, speaking affirmations into your water, right? I personally like to use the affirmation, you know that song by Flo Milli and I think Baby Tate, I am healthy, I am wealthy, I am rich, I am that, I am gonna go get that bag and I am not gonna take your, I am protected, well respected. I'm a queen. I'm a dream. I do what I want to do, and I'm who I want to be because I am me. So I love that one. I literally say that. I literally speak that into my water. When I bath, when I take a shower, when I bath, when I take a shower, when I drink my water, and also once you speak into your water, make sure that you drink it until you're finished drinking it, all of it, and then you refill it with new water and then speak into that water too. Don't put more water in your water bottle when there's still some water in there, just because you're mixing the energies of the water, right? You're mixing the energies of this water that you haven't really prayed over, essentially, and you're putting it in that water that you've prayed over, and it kind of just defeats the whole purpose of doing that. Another thing that you guys should stop doing, or you should start doing positively, on a positive note, whenever you're bathing yourself, because bathing is a cleansing ritual that human beings naturally take every single day. Yes, for hygiene, but also spiritual. It's a spiritual thing because it symbolizes you removing the negative energy from the previous day, or removing all of the energy from the previous day, or any other energies that are attached to you with any other entities and stuff like that, right? So when you bathe yourself, you want to kind of pray over your water and just, pray for like protection, and pray for prosperity and health and wealth and all the good, juicy things in life. Yeah, you want to do that, and you want to kind of stray away from like saying negative things when you're drinking water, gossiping when you're drinking water, or even putting your water on a table where you know that people were gossiping, or leaving drinking water in a room that has absorbed a lot of negative energy from people bickering, people fighting. You kind of just want to protect your energy, and your water is like one way of doing that, because our bodies are 70% water, and water has memory. Water remembers everything. Like, water has been in everything, in plants and human beings, in the earth. It remembers all of that, and it keeps all of that memory. So you always want to make sure that you are mindful enough to speak life into your water, and essentially speak life into yourself. That's another way of manifesting all of the juicy, nice bits that you want about life. So, another manifestation method, which one? Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 6th one that I want to talk about is your self-concept, right? So, we all have a version of ourselves, like the highest version of yourself, the person that you want to be, the person that you know that you can be, the person that you were born to be, basically. And that person is alive, and they're living inside of you, and they're just waiting for you to bring them out into this reality. And the way that you can do that is by changing your self-concept about yourself. You need to start looking at yourself as that person. I like to personally have like mentors or women that I look up to, right? So I love me some Beyonce. I love me some Rihanna girl. I also love me some, what else do I love? I love divas. I really do love the divas. Let's just stick to Beyonce and Rihanna, right? And a lot of the times in life when I'm kind of bringing myself down, or when I'm let's say procrastinating, or having negative energy that's stopping me from accomplishing and achieving my goals, right? Like, we all have like complications in our workplaces when it comes to like, following our dreams, following our passions, doing things that we're passionate about. We all have things that can tend to hold us back, in a sense, right? Whether it be horrible bosses, horrible coworkers, depression, anxiety, all those things. You kind of need to remember that mentor that you have. Like, I always like to ask myself, what would Riri do, right? What would Rihanna do in this situation? And she about her money, girl, so she ain't even got time for that. She ain't even got time for that now. And that's exactly how I get myself to snap out of those situations, because I remind myself that my purpose and what I want to accomplish and what I want to achieve is bigger than this tiny little thing that upset me for 2 minutes. And am I going to let something that I'm upset about for 2 minutes today get in the way of my future plan that I've had that's supposed to help me to accomplish something a goal that I want to have achieved in like 10 years? Like, girl, get yourself together. And once you have someone that kind of grounds you like that, where you look up to them and you look up to certain life decisions that they've made and you kind of think of them highly, always snap out of that and remind yourself, what would they do? You know, what would LeBron do? What would Elon Musk do? What would Riri do? What would Beyonce do? What would Jesus do? You know? So change your self-concept about yourself. Start showing up every single day as that person. If that person has good eating habits, then start having eating habits. Stop eating noodles every day. Stop eating chips every day. Incorporate healthy things into your diet. Even if you can't afford to get blueberries and strawberries and eat fruit every single day of your life, then start drinking more water. Start by doing the simple things that you actually are able to in the time being. Don't knock yourself down for not being that person right now, but start incorporating habits every single day into your life that embody that person, right? Like for me, I have a daily routine. I wake up, the first thing I do is meditate. After I meditate, I journal, you know, I journal, I do my shadow work. After I do my shadow work, then I say my affirmations to myself, looking at myself in the mirror. I say two sets of affirmations actually. One set before I do my yoga, because it's so important for you to stretch your body to release all of the tension and and let your energy flow freely in your body, right? It's so healthy for you to do that. And then after I do my yoga, I take my bath. After I take my bath, I say my affirmations again, right? While I'm looking in the mirror, putting lotion on my body, speaking life into myself while I'm lathering myself, feeling beautiful, feeling gorgeous, feeling scrumptious, you know, like the goddess I am. And yeah, basically. So incorporate habits that you think that you will have in 10 years from now. Now, if you think that you're going to be playing golf with your rich buddies, then go out. Even if you can't afford to go to golf every single weekend, at least incorporate one weekend where you do go to golf. If you want to start wearing all white when you're very wealthy, start wearing all white now. Or maybe not wear it every single day, but start incorporating all white things in your wardrobe. You know, if you want to eat out, then incorporate taking yourself on a solo date at least once a month, or taking your mom out or your sister out if you're not really into the whole solo date thing. You know, just do something that brings you closer to that person, and naturally your self-concept about yourself will start changing. Stop expecting people to do a lot for you and start doing a lot for yourself that you desire for yourself, and naturally your self-concept will become that of an independent person, right? So the next method of manifesting that I want to talk about is visualization. Oh my god, you guys are gonna think I'm crazy when I talk about this one, but I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy, and I know I'm not crazy, okay? I am such a powerful manifester, and there's nothing in life that I've ever wanted that I've never not gotten. For example, when I grew up watching Disney Channel, right? A lot. And naturally, I sound like this, right? So let me tell you a story. When I was like 17, I applied for the Rotary Youth Exchange program. I actually applied when I was 16 the first time, and I didn't get in. Like, I got rejected and they didn't let me go on exchange. And then I applied the second time when I was 17. When I applied the second time when I was 17, I wanted to go to a non-English speaking country because I'm from Zim, right? And we speak English here. So I actually just wanted to learn like a second language. I thought that would be really interesting. So my first options, because they let you choose 5 options of the countries that you want to go to. I think my first option was Brazil. My second option was, because I love Brazilians. Like, Brazilians just be the coolest people, yo. Brazil, Brazil, Spain, France, Australia, and then I think the United States was probably my last option or something. No, or Brazil, France, Germany, Spain, and then I think the US wasn't even on my options, baby. Let me tell you something. I wasn't even there. I don't even remember what the last country was. So anyways, you know, I got in and we did a bunch of interviews and they were still kind of deciding who they wanted to pick to go for exchange. And then my granny, because she's a Rotarian, she told me, hey, there's actually an opportunity for you to go to Colorado. Like, we have never had exchange with this district in Colorado, and they're looking to kind of have their first Zimbabwean exchange student go there, and I think you would really represent us well there. But if you specifically want to go to Colorado, you have to communicate that with them now, and you would kind of essentially be giving up going to any of the other countries that you want to go to. You would definitely only be getting the choice of going to the United States. And mind you, I didn't really think about it at first. I didn't really want to go. But the more I researched Colorado and I saw it was like a beautiful place with like a lot of forestry, and I was going to be in like a really small town. And most of the people in my family had already traveled to Colorado because we have family friends there and they loved it there. So they were like, oh my God, you're going to have such a great time. Like, you're going to love it. It was giving, basically. And so I decided that I do want to go. And when I was younger and I always used to watch Disney and like, you know, Hannah Montana and Sweet Life on Deck and like all these things, I always imagined that I would visit America one day because I mean, Hollywood, hello, I've seen it. I want to go. I want to experience it, right? And never in my wildest dreams did I ever think that me visualizing that and thinking about it and, you know, seeing myself there would ever manifest this opportunity for me. And when I went there, it was just like the movies, y'all. It was absolutely amazing and it was breathtaking. And I had all of the TV experiences that I ever wanted to have. And that is the power of visualization. I'm telling you, that one is a powerful one. Like, if you want something, you know, if you want that G-Wagon with the white tint on it, imagine how it feels to touch it, how it feels to be inside, how it feels to touch the steering wheel. Like, imagine yourself driving down your favorite road, rolling in that G-Wagon, buying it, having the ribbon on it, having it delivered to your house. Like, imagine all of that. Constantly visualize it. You know, like, daydreaming will really help you manifest your dreams. I'm telling you, baby girl. Just try it, okay? Not my nose really embarrassing me, y'all. Oh my God. That's what I get for buying on Shein. Oh my God. No, it really fell out, y'all. Like, it. Oh my God, my nose ring is really doing its big one. Like, for real, dog. It be your own niggas. Like, damn. My nose ring is such an op for real. Okay, and one of the last manifestation methods I want to give you is meditation, right? So I have a meditation app. This is not by any means a sponsored video, but I love this meditation app. It's called Moonly. And Moonly is absolutely amazing. Like, it has so many different meditations. It has like meditations for the different days of the week, meditations to like connect to your ancestors, to your kin, to your family lineage, meditations to like deal with feelings like anger, fear, anxiety, like all of that. All of that. It's really amazing. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. It's such a beautiful app. Like, so that will really help you to kind of connect to your body and also go on these like journeys within your mind where you're going to your ideal future, you know, and you're going into your house and you see everything that you own, your dream house, you know, and stepping into the future and really being your ideal self, like that type of thing. Meditation will really help you to calm your mind so you can actually focus on the present moment and what's happening around you and focus on the action oriented part of achieving your goals, accomplishing your goals. Like, meditation is amazing. Meditation is so beautiful. It's so healing, especially if you're somebody who has anxiety, who has depression, who has any type of mental health issues, even physical issues. One thing that I have learned is that the body remembers, and all of those things that you go through, all of those traumas, those anxieties, those bursts of anger, they're not just coming from nowhere. They're actually stored somewhere in your body, and meditation helps you to release that. So meditation is another good way of manifesting, because one thing I have noticed about manifesting is none of these 8 methods of manifesting are going to work if you're not in a state of well-being. If you're not well within yourself, it doesn't matter how many times you say affirmations, it doesn't matter how many times you visualize something, it doesn't matter how many times you do the letter method. You need to be within a place where you're feeling good about yourself, you're feeling healthy. That is when you're going to be at the best frequency to attract what you want. Because when you're not in a place of stability, when you're not in a place of well-being within yourself, I'm not even talking about outside things that make you feel good, like having an income, having a job, having a partner. No, you need to be good within your mind, within your spirit, within your heart, within yourself. You need to be good in here, in your body. You're not just your body, you're the person that is inside. You're the spirit, sorry, that is inside the body. And if your spirit is not good, if your spirit is not sitting well, you're never going to be able to attract the things that you want in life. You're always going to be chasing, 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 chasing. So that's why I said get a daily routine. Do things that calm you, get a diary, write about all of your feelings, all the things that frustrate you, all the things that make you happy. It will help you to release all of the tension and the energy in your body so you can actually focus your mind on what you need to accomplish. So that was it for today, guys. I really appreciate you joining me for this video. Our motto on this channel is, what is reality? Is reality even real? Because it's not. But please support me by liking this video, sharing this video, commenting down below what you think about the video, and subscribing. Please subscribe to my channel so I can continue to bless you guys and connect you with this higher knowledge. And thank you so much for staying until the end of the video. I love you guys. Bye.